morning, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, and it is Friday.
Friday.
If we worked in an office, that would mean so much more.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, it's Friday, so another gorgeous day. Absolutely beautiful.
May has been spectacular. It really has.
We went from kind of chilly to full on warm weather.
Yeah.
So yesterday we cleaned some of our windows in our room, washed down the screen so everything could be opened up, and it's so nice getting fresh air coming through.
Yeah.
And the cats love it because there are cats in windowsills all over. Wherever they can, there is a cat in a windowsill. We provide live TV for them.
Yes.
Not only do we have workermen next door for them to look at, we have birds of all shapes and sizes. So.
And, Duck Dynasty, so.
Right. And squirrels and all manner of creatures. All right, so we have some things to talk about. I have my notes. All right. We had a question. I think it was Megan who asked it. She wanted to know if Agrabah and crab picking would look good together.
Okay.
All right.
So Agrabah was our mystery sock set for March. So that's why if you don't get the mystery sock set, you don't know this color.
Right.
So
This is Agrabah.
and this is crab picking. I think so.
Yes.
I think they look great together.
I think they're beautiful together, actually.
And the red speckles from crab picking, there's just a few red speckles in it, are going to pull out the peachy tones of Agrabah.
Yes.
So I actually think they're really stunning together.
Very good choice.
Yeah.
Very good choice. All right, there was that. Okay. Fiber World. We are doing Fiber World in July. Starting tomorrow, No,
it's through tomorrow.
It's through tomorrow. They have discount pricing. So it's an online virtual festival. If you want to do it, they have tons of really, really great presenters and classes that they're offering, all sorts of really cool things. It is fiberworld.com. If you go and sign up through tomorrow, you get a $5, I think it's $5 discount by signing up, doing the early bird sign up.
Yeah, it's $25 to have general access, and then it'll be $20, and then there is if you sign up for classes, there's a further discount on classes if you want to do it, but you have to do it by tomorrow.
Right.
That's the early bird special.
So we promised them that we would mention that, so
Right.
that if you want to do it, sign up before the end of today tomorrow.
And it was last year was their first festival. They do things a little bit differently. That they're very tech savvy, so that everybody has their own little shop, and that you can go and look at, and they have common areas where people can sit and chat and that kind of thing. So lots of classes.
And lots of classes. And they also have a thing where I think you can sign up where you pull in the shops that you want to go to. So if you go to your page, you just go to the shops that you have already pre-picked, so you don't have to go through the whole long list.
They almost route it out for you.
Yeah, and they tell you, go here, then go here, then go here, and it's kind of like walking through a mall.
And there's a main stage where they're constantly making announcements and giveaways and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really well done thing. So it's in July, worth the $20 or $25.
Right.
Just for all the work that they put into creating this virtual world.
And they're good vendors. Lots of good stuff. So, we will be doing that. Well, enough said. Enough said. Okay. We wanted to mention that we got our house for Rhinebeck. Because I don't know whether you saw or not, but the Dutchess County Fairgrounds has announced that Rhinebeck is on.
Rhinebeck may not be on board with Dutchess County Fairgrounds, but the Dutchess County Fairgrounds is holding Rhinebeck. So.
Right. So we figure it's an absolutely gorgeous time of year. A friend of ours told us that she and her friends are getting the house whether they were doing Rhinebeck or not, and just getting together. And if all they do is sit and look at the foliage and knit,
right,
that's fine. And we thought, you know what? That is a great idea.
Yeah, so we booked it before they announced, and it's just, if they have Rhinebeck and we can get into Rhinebeck, great. If they have Rhinebeck and it's limited capacity and we don't make our way in, great too. It's gorgeous area.
Yes, so we will be there.
Yeah.
So if you're coming and we all get in, come find us.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so a friend of ours, we were talking to a friend of ours last night who is not a knitter. And she was wondering if there was a way that people like her who love our yarn, love the shawls and the things that we're making, but are not knitters.
And don't have, they're not part of a knitter.
Right.
They're not part of the knitting world.
But they would like to be matched up with somebody who is a knitter who might knit for them. If there was a place to do that. And we were thinking about it, and we thought our Facebook page, our Facebook group, the Crafting with the Toads, is the best place to go. So that if somebody came through and said, hey, I love the surprise party shawl that Mary Beth made, but I don't knit. Is there anybody out there that would knit it for me?
If I buy the yarn.
If I buy the yarn
Right.
and pay you for it, you know? So we were telling her that we thought that the Facebook group would be a great place to do it. So keep an eye out there. People who are not knitters, if you do love our yarn and love some of the things that are being made and you would like one made for you, go over there and you can start a conversation.
Right.
Knitters who are looking to knit something, keep an eye out because somebody might put something out there.
Yeah.
But we said that was probably the best place to do it because I don't know that we could do it on the website. And
But this way, we're not necessarily involved. I
Right.
mean, we're involved in that we provide the yarn, but otherwise, you guys work it out amongst yourselves, how you want to handle everything. But I do know just based on when we put the call out for sample knitters, there are people out there who are willing to do it.
Right. So, yeah.
Just love the process of creating something.
And
So-
it gets to a point where you may have, I know this is blasphemy, but you might have too many shawls.
Right.
So that knitting one for somebody else is you get the joy of knitting it and you get yarn
Right.
in payment. Or
So I'm
something
putting
like
a
that.
link down below to the Facebook group. Again, if you want to join, 2 quick questions. It's okay if you don't knit or do anything like that. Just answer the question that, you know, you like to read or something. It's just to prove that you're not a robot or a spammer.
Right.
And then we'll let you in, and we're good 800 plus strong.
Right.
So and a great group of people. So
Yeah.
that maybe and I have nothing to do with. So
We keep saying that.
I know. I come in and like everybody's posts, but
You're right.
I do monitor. So
Okay, well, we're going to have to put something up soon because we have something to show.
yeah.
Okay, so then my last thing before we show our work is we got something for the business. And normally what we do is we have a binder or a notebook, several actually,
Journal.
that we write down, we get an idea for yarn, we write down what we want to do to try and make it, the colors that we want to use, the strength of the colors that we want to use, how we want the colors put on the skein of yarn, and then we put a name on it, and then we leave it alone. And going through the past 4 years, we have one up here, one here, one here, one here on one page, just because it's, oh, here's a free space. I'm in the middle of dyeing and I'm changing this, so I need to write it down someplace. So we're trying to get that a little bit more organized. Also, as you're going through dyeing, and here I'm doing crab picking, quick, flip through till you get to crab picking, and then now I'm doing the Princess Bride. Wait, go all the way back to the Princess Bride. It's
Also, we want to have a general Bible,
right.
and then we want to have laminated sheets, so that because also the dyeing process is not dry.
No.
So we have lost recipes before.
Christmas at Hogwarts. No, Christmas
No,
at the Hollow.
Christmas at the Hollow,
Christmas at the Hollow.
because it got wet and the pen ran. So that
Yeah, and there's some where I'm holding it up to the light going, do you think that's a quarter?
right. So that we want to. It's time. That
Yes.
So
We have gotten past the point where it just fits easily into a notebook and we can find everything we
Right.
need. We have way too many colors. So what we want to do is, the first thing we're doing is we're putting them on recipe cards and laminating them so that we can have, hey, we're doing this color, this color, this color, pull them out of the recipe box and you've got them taped
right,
up.
it's a
and you're good
working
to go.
copy and that kind of thing. But
But then
there needs to be a backup.
right, and what we wanted to do was we've started putting together pairings and that kind of thing. So we want to have a page for Chesapeake Bay that has exactly how you dye it and these are the patterns that we've used it in, so that if somebody says, hey, do you have something? Yes, we have a shawl that we can show you. And also, these are the pairings we've done with it because we think these look really great together. So we got a book. Right. This is the book. However, the really cool thing about the book is, I love this so much. In case you can't see, it says the Toad Hollow Grimoire, and it has our toad on the front. I just love this so much. We found it on Etsy. There's a maker on Etsy that makes it. We have to get all the different dividers and stuff like that for it. But this is going to be the Toad Hollow Grimoire, where we're going to have a section that has, these are the yarns, and this is how we're doing them. And then these are ideas for yarns that haven't come yet. Scribbled them down on this side, and when they become an actual yarn, we'll put them in the right order. But we're going to have it. I made sure that we got the binders, the 3-ring binder type ones, so that we can move pages around, so that I can have them in alphabetical order for my OCD little heart. I can have them all in order so that I can find them easily. So
I'll put a link to the Etsy shop where we got it from. She is in the Ukraine. However, we ordered it within a week. I think we got it was like a week. We got a shipping notification, and it was here in 2 days. I swear, literally, it took longer for me to mail something from one end of the state of New Jersey to the other end of the state than for it to ship from the Ukraine to New Jersey.
It was crazy fast.
And she's got free shipping.
And she has free shipping. So Helen loves this. We both do. We both love it so much. We're actually thinking of getting ones for ourselves too. But for right now, we have the Toad Hollow Grimoire, which I just am totally in love with the whole idea of. This is going to be our magic book of spells. Yes. So that is.
This is our retirement plan.
Yeah.
We're going to sell it.
It's going to be all the recipes for the Toad Hollow yarns. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. All right. And she gave us
a keychain.
A keychain that says you can. That we should put on our keys. Yes, you know. That would be nice. Okay. All right. Are you ready to show?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you guys start the Secret Shawl Society yet? Because we did.
Yes. It's the Curling Miss shawl by Helen Stewart. It's her first of the Secret Shawl Society 5.
Right.
Can't wait till next year when you get to add 6 to the end of that sentence. It's a beautiful shawl.
It is beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's got garter. It's an asymmetrical triangle, so it's going to be a sail, which you know how much we love. It's got a lot of garter sections, and then there are cable sections with little bits of cable going
for
through.
the curling mist. Right. And she knit hers in a sport weight, 50% silk, 50% superwash. So we got that base and dyed it up ahead of time. And I was originally going to do mine in Rosenbloom, and you guys bought them all?
I was going to do mine in Acorn.
And you bought them all?
But that's good.
That's good.
That's very good.
So rather than wait to dye up more, because we do have more of the silk, we had the Dear Reader still left, so I took the Dear Reader silk. Look at the shine on that yarn. And I started it last night. I have little bells as my progress keeper. So
I know, I could hear it every time you turn at your work.
So that is as far as I have gotten. I am I have like 2 more rows left of the garter section. And then I go into my first cable.
Here, I think the camera's up here. So yeah, go there so they can really see. The stitch definition in this is just beautiful.
This yarn, I said to Mary Beth last night, I'm only working in silk from now on. Oh, it's so nice to knit. And it just, as Mary Beth said, the stitch definition is gorgeous. It's got this lovely little shine. The drape is insane just on this little piece.
It's beautiful.
It is, oh my God. Well worth the extra money for the silk.
So now we are going to have to dye some of the variegateds on it
Yeah,
and
I
see
wanna-
how it works.
I want to see what Chesapeake's going to look like on this, and some of the others.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will keep the silk in, and we may go over and see what if we can get it in a fingering weight too. I do not notice. I mean, they call it sport weight, and you get less yardage per 100 grams. Excuse me, but it's only what?
How much are you
I mean,
getting?
it's less than 100 yards, less than this fingering. So it's really just a heavy fingering weight. I don't notice much difference.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it is a dream to knit with.
I am doing mine in fingering weight because we only had one set of the silk left. So I decided to do mine in Aurora. And I am actually going to do mine in two colors. So here is Aurora. That's what it looks like. It's gold and a burgundy type color. And I am 2 rows behind Helen. So I have 4 more rows before I go over. That's what it's looking like in fingering weight.
I love that in the shorter rows it's striping.
Yeah. So that's how it looks. And then when I go over to the cables, I'm going to switch and I'm going to do it in elderberry.
It's gonna be so pretty, and it's gonna be so fall.
So that is what mine is going to look like. I'm going to do the regular part, the garter in Aurora, and the cabling in elderberry, and I think it's going to be spectacular.
And I think that's a great way to do the shawl. That you can move in the variegated, because the variegated is going to work great in the garter stitch.
Right.
But then if you have the tonal, then the tiny little cables will really pop in a tonal as opposed to a variegated.
Right.
So
if you haven't started it yet and you are on the fence as to whether you want to do it or not, and you're thinking, oh, I have 1 skein of Chesapeake and I need, something, or 2 skeins of Chesapeake and I need to do something with it, find something else and come join us, because
Yeah.
it's going to be beautiful. I'm very excited.
and it's
about
going
it.
to be it's a perfect TV knitting shawl.
I was going to say, I really was enjoying knitting it.
Right.
It's not too much. I did have to take it back because when I counted, I thought I was short a stitch, so I added a stitch and went on my merry way, and then realized that I wasn't short a stitch. I just couldn't count. So I had to go back and take back a row and a half, but I mean, I was at like 37 stitches. It wasn't that bad.
I think I'm at like 45 stitches right now.
So it's really very easy. Oops.
And it's easy. You have a right side row and a wrong side row, and you just go.
Yes.
Every so often, it changes a little bit, but other
It's
than that,
really, it's
yeah.
very, very easy to do.
So.
So yes, no, I'm enjoying it immensely. We shall see when we get to the cables, because I tend to get frustrated at cables, shall we say. But I think it's only like 1 stitch cable. So it's really, I could even do
I think
it
it's a 1 by
without
1.
using a cable needle.
Yeah.
And it should be fine. So come join us, do it with us, and show us what you're doing.
Right.
Crafting with the Toads, the Crafty Toads. Crafting with the Toads.
Crafting with the toes.
Crafting with the Toads on Facebook. Show us your progress and let us know what you're doing.
Right.
Because
And-
some of you got the silk.
Yeah,
so we
I
wanna
can't wait
see
to
it.
see how. You guys got to show me how my Rosenbloom looks.
Right. And Acorn. God, I want to see Acorn. And
Yeah.
somebody got Spectre, and that's just going to be shimmery
Right.
and like.
And the Alice is going to be like Dear Reader, but blue. So,
It'll be so pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty. Show us what you're doing. Sorry, I shouldn't be yelling at you. Okay. So yeah, that's where we are.
yeah.
All right. So I think we are off to work, packing today. All right. So we hope you guys have a great rest of the day.
Go forth and create.
And
Have a great weekend.
yes, we'll see you on Monday.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.